Hi guys, welcome back to Take a Sip. Today I have my best friend in the whole world.
Cam.
She's finally on the podcast. Guys, literally it's been so long. She's supposed to be on the podcast a long time ago.
And then she literally did what we were supposed to talk about by herself.
I did, but it was
Didn't
like
ask me if I wanted to come up or nothing. Just like recorded it, and I was like, okay.
Okay, but like it wasn't like there was no like tea. It was just
it was just like
I just recorded it and then just like left it at that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Today, well, okay, so we just started second semester like a couple weeks ago.
We're actually on week 4, girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, that is crazy.
Yeah, so it's like really flying by. So we really should have recorded this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But
someone had to go to Hawaii.
So we're recording this now, but we figured we'd do a little recap on our first semester of freshman year and like kind of like what we went through and like things they don't tell you and everything like that, because I feel like, I mean, my first semester went quite different than I thought it would, and I'm sure you can say this.
Yes, for sure.
So we wanted to just relive those moments, because I feel like also we're just like very different people from when we started school. Like, I mean, in the beginning, I was a big like, I want to go to parties, I want to do this, I want to do that, and like we were literally talking about how now like I get tired. Like I literally went to a party last night and I was yawning and it was 9 p.m. and like she was saying how like she would much rather just stay in her room on a Friday night. Like,
it's just more fun that way.
I agree. But literally like we've gone to parties together, which I've talked about in like a previous episode, but there was like one night where we were in her room with like a bunch of people.
Yes.
Literally, so
this was still during welcome week.
Yeah.
We should say like this was like 2 days after.
So much stuff happened like during that 1 week. And so a couple days ago, like last week on my Take a Sip Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me like juicy questions, and somebody asked like my first kiss at college story. So we're gonna share that
because literally it happened in my room. And I also just want to point out, like, during welcome week, I think you slept in my room 3 times.
Yes.
And like on the floor in my room, and that was just so funny.
Okay, so basically what happened was we all went down to Cam's room. Like, it was like a group of us.
Like maybe like
it was
7 or 8 people.
It was like a decent amount, right? So you're probably gonna have to tell some of the story because I don't remember parts of it. But I just remember like I went down there, you know, started having a good time.
We all were just like chilling.
Yeah.
We were like, I think we were playing a card game.
Yeah.
Because like
no, we started off playing Jacob's card game.
Because Jacob loves to play card games.
Yes.
Like, that's like his thing.
Yes.
He's known for his card games and stuff like that. And so we were like playing. I think it was like. It was not Never Have I Ever. It was like, Who's Most Likely To.
Yes.
So we were playing that, and like, might I say that was like a bad game for us to play, considering like we really didn't even know each other
at all.
So we were just like kind of like going with the flow.
Yeah,
like, who do we think is most likely to do this?
Literally.
And then somehow we got moved to Truth or Dare.
Yes. And wait, but before we get to that, somehow, it was what, like 2 guys came in your room? It was 2 of them, right? I don't remember who the other one is. But we'll call them, what should we call them? Tom and Jerry. We'll call them Tom and Jerry. So Tom and Jerry came into the room. I don't know how they got there. I don't know who invited them because I didn't.
It was my old roommate.
Oh, okay. So her old roommate invited Tom and Jerry into the room. Mm-hmm. And then we were like continuing to play Truth or Dare.
Wait, no, there was 3 boys in the room that night. Tom, Jerry, and Jackson.
Okay. But I don't remember, like, I only really remember Tom.
Yeah.
That's, like, it. But, you can just take it from here, because there's parts I don't remember.
Then we, like, started playing Truth or Dare, and my roommate definitely had a thing for Tom. She was, like, talking about how, like, they, like, texted, yada, 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 and, like, let me just backstory, nobody cared. Like, we didn't like her. Like, 3 days in, I knew I did not like this girl.
Oh, mind you guys, 3 weeks into college and I already made an enemy. That episode
was my first
That's
roommate.
her roommate we're talking about.
My first one.
Her first one, yeah.
My second one, love her.
Yeah, but, like, her first one, this is who we're talking about. So, but I didn't hate her at the time. I just didn't, like, care for her.
It was, like, literally the week after.
Yeah.
When you started,
but
like,
yeah,
not liking her.
Continue.
But so, my first roommate was definitely, like, so we could tell that, like, Tom, like, liked Lexi. Like, he was, like, trying to, like, sit close to her. Like, in the card game, he was always picking her as his answer. Like, we definitely knew, like, he had a little bit of a crush. And so then my first roommate goes, okay, let's play Truth or Dare. I dare Tom to kiss Lexi.
No,
Yes?
It was you.
No, I didn't. It was definitely her.
No, you were supposed to kiss Tom.
Oh! Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I was supposed to kiss Tom, but I was not kissing that man. I absolutely was not kissing him. I wanted nothing to do with this guy. He literally looked like a green bean. Like, no thank you. And so then... Should I tell the truth?
Yeah.
So then Lexi goes, I'll kiss him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot this part.
Yeah.
So she literally goes, I'll kiss him. And I was like, okay. And so then they, like, kiss. And then...
He turns all red in the face.
Yeah, and, like, ugh. It was just like, what the heck just happened? Like, because we, like, had, like, an agreement, like an unsaid agreement that, like, if we were going to be a friend group, like, nobody in the friend group, like...
Yeah, like no, like, dating or, like, relationships, nothing of that, like, in the friend group.
And so, like, I thought these were, like, our friend group, but it definitely was not.
Oh, 100%.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But, so then they, like, kiss, and then you could, like, definitely tell, like, things are now awkward.
Yeah.
And then, like, he's, like, cuddling all up next to you, like, to her, and they're just, like, chilling over there in, like, their own little world. Mm-hmm. It's honestly so crazy because, like, after, like, the kiss, which she claims was not a good kiss. I mean, it was both of their first kiss, which is, like, so funny. Because, like, one thing about, like, what was our friend group is, like, a lot of us are, like, very inexperienced in, like, dating and, like, stuff like that. Which I guess has been, like, kind of nice.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, like, but, so they just, like, were in their own little world over there. And then it's, like, 1 a.m. at this point now.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
And then, should I tell them?
Yeah.
She was, like, wanting him to, like, stay the night in my room. Because, like, so Jackson and Jerry were already staying in my room.
Yeah.
And so, like, I was like, okay, like, if he wants to, like, he can. Like, I don't really care because you all are sleeping on the floor.
Yeah.
So, like, if you guys all want to, like, make a pallet, go for it.
Yeah.
But then he was like, no, like, I need to go back to my room. No. And I was like, okay, peace out. Like, you're not going to be missed.
Yeah.
And then Lexi literally was, like, whining on the floor because he wouldn't stay. And it was, like...
This is literally so...
Only for, like, her to, like...
She
only liked the attention that he was giving her. Like, you didn't like him at all.
At all. Like, literally at all. Like, his personality is horrible. It's like...
He's also a Republican. I don't know. Can I talk about that?
Sure. I mean, I'm clearly not a Republican. Like, clearly based on, like, the stuff that I've discussed on the podcast, like, I'm not.
But he was definitely a Republican. And, like...
I mean, I didn't know it at the time.
Because you literally asked him that night if he was a Democrat. And he said yeah. But then we saw, like, a month later him posting, like, some pro-Trump shit on his story on Snapchat. And I was just like, yeah, I'm glad Lexi did not date you.
I mean, it was like talking to a cardboard box. Like, not even trying to be rude. Like... There was just nothing there. It was, like, hollow in there.
Oh, definitely.
So
he's literally so dumb.
So, literally, like, I'm really glad that, like, ship sailed. But that, like, that whole thing happened within
one night.
Literally, everything we just talked about was not even in a full week. It was
like 3 days.
It was literally a span of 3 days. So, that was, like, really, but it was really fun, though. Like, that week, I feel like,
was the best week of college.
Oh, 100%. The most fun and stress-free week I've had of college so far.
Yeah.
Because once classes started, like, it was fun, but, like, now, like, we're so focused in our studies, and I feel like within, like, our friend group, like, well, most of us want to get good grades, and most of us really try and buckle down and study. Like, we kind of are like, okay, like, schoolwork during the weekdays, and then on the weekends we can, like, do whatever.
Yeah, and, like, even then I find that, like, at least me personally, I spend a lot of time on the weekends doing homework still. Just because...
Like, we definitely still do some stuff. Like, we went out to breakfast today.
That was nice.
And stuff. Like, that was really nice. But, like, for the most part, like, we're really focused on school. But I feel like one thing that, like, people don't really... Maybe they do tell you this. I don't know. I think my sister definitely told me this. But, like, they always say, like, your freshman year friend group will not last past freshman year. Girl, ours didn't even last past first semester.
Half of the semester, like halfway through.
It just like...
It was like Halloween.
Yeah, literally. That was probably the last night that
like,
we all did something.
All of us
did something together. And like even then, like you could tell there was like tension in the group. Like it was just like, and like that's okay. Like no one said you have to be friends with like your freshman year group. Mm-hmm. And you know, I'm not gonna sit here and bash them, but like we clearly all together just did not click. Like there was always issues whenever we were all together.
One thing to like point out is like, I would say half of our friend group is like one type of personality, and the other half is another type of personality.
Yeah.
Like for example, like obviously you guys know Lexi, and we're like very similar in the fact of like we like to speak up when something's wrong. Yes. Or like if something's bothering us, we like to just like talk about it then and there.
Oh yeah.
But the other half of our friend group likes to like take time, like think of it, which is like fine.
Yeah, that's totally
fine.
I'm
not saying that like, there's anything wrong with that. But just, like, sometimes when you take too much time to think things over, things only get worse.
Yes.
And definitely, I think that was our experience.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And I feel like it's, like, also, like... Well, another thing is, like, I hold grudges, like, a lot.
Oh, my gosh, she does.
And, like, I don't know why. It's, like, not one of my favorite, like... characteristics, but I can't help it. Like if I'm mad at you, like, and unless we talk things through, I'm going to continue to be very upset with you, like I was the first instance I was mad until we figure something out. So like when you have a friend group where half of them don't like to say anything until like a week later, or when they like to go tell other people, like, oh, it's really annoying that Lexi did this, instead of just coming directly to me, like,
yeah, and like that's one thing I just like never understood is like if you can go talk to someone else about it, you should be able to talk to me about it.
Right, because
like, obviously literally. You don't need to think it through that much if your thoughts are already like out in the air.
Because like, okay, so like, for example, like somebody told Cam something like that they didn't like that both me and Cam were doing. So I was never notified of that.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to change and fix my behavior?
And that same person also will tell Lexi that something's wrong, but it'd be about me, or like just an example is like we had like complaints like Lexi and I do everything together. And I was just like, I mean, it's just like, what's the like? I just don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's like some like stuff like that was just like, like if that's what's bothering you,
right? Like I feel like, I don't know, it's like hard because like you obviously want to be nice to everybody, but I feel like at the end of the day when you're in college you have to understand that you do not owe anything to anybody. Like like these people,
and like that's definitely something I think I've struggled with.
Yes, absolutely.
The first semester, like definitely since being friends with her, she's definitely like brought me out of my comfort zone. I'm like one of the biggest pushovers. Like like we had mentioned, like I'm very blunt and honest and whatever, but like when it comes to like my feelings, sometimes I just like hold it in and I just won't speak up at all. Like I don't like talk to other people about it unless it's like her. But like until I met her, like she's like started to like help me not do that, which has been like very nice.
Yeah. And like
I'm definitely a pushover.
But yeah, like basically what we're saying is like you don't owe anything to anybody. So like, you know, if somebody has an issue with me and they don't want to come talk to me, but they're running their mouth to other people, like, yes, I will confront you and I will have a conversation with you about it. And if you say you need time to process, that's fine. Take your time to process, but don't go running your mouth to other people about stuff that you have a problem with me with that you're not going to come tell me about. Like,
another
it's like
problem
stuff
that
like
we've
that.
had is that like a lot of people that like we've had problems with this semester don't like talking in person. They would much rather like text about the situation. So much can be
misconstrued.
Yeah, that word.
Which, yeah, I definitely understand.
Definitely we've had that issue a lot this last semester where like I text one thing but they're taking it another way. And then it's just like more drama in the end when it's like it all could have been solved if like we could have just like talked in person. And or like even over the phone, like you can like if you don't want to see me, or like if you think it's going to be too much for like us to talk in person, just shoot me a phone call.
And like I said, we're not like bashing anybody.
No, in this we're definitely not on like bad terms with anyone.
And like I mean, I'll speak for myself, but I know I've had my fair share of like mistakes that I've made where I've like had to like sit back and realize like that was probably not the right call to make, or like the right thing to say, where I've had to apologize on my end. But
oh, me too, definitely.
Like, you know, you kind of have to sit back and realize, like, okay, like, if they're getting upset at me because we spend all this time together, like, then that's not my problem. Like,
because also, like, I feel like we did also, like, invite people to do things a lot, and, like, the main thing was that, like, our, like, group didn't have many common interests.
Yes, that was a big thing.
Like, Lexi and I, for example, we would much rather just, like, chill here at the dorm, or, like, we, like, sometimes will, like, run to Walmart, like, get a few things, like, we've ran to Target, we've went to, like, TJ Maxx, like, stuff like that. Like, that's, like, our form of fun, I guess you would say. Whereas, like, other people, like to go to sporting events, or, like to go do, like, the social events.
Yes.
And
which, again, is fine, but it's hard when you have a big group when, like, it's literally split right down the middle, with Group A likes to do these things and Group B likes to do these things. And so then Group A has this personality, Group B has this personality.
And so it was just easier, I think, for us to, like, kind of, like, split.
Yeah. I think we all mutually just decided that it was best for us to just kind of split the group up. And honestly, I feel like ever since that happened, it's gone really good. Like yeah. I feel like we're still, like, friendly with everybody in our friend group, and, like, there's no bad blood, no hostility.
Like, if we see them, we say hi. Like, I talked to some of them yesterday.
Yeah, like, but, like, it's not like we're gonna all go like to, like, hang out together anymore.
Yeah, which we used to do, like, group dinners, group lunches, stuff like that. Like, we don't really even eat together, like, the two of us. Like, it's just been so nice to, like, not, like, feel obligated to have to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, not that there was anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, because, like, a lot of the time we did have fun at, like, those, like, dinners and stuff. But, like, just, like, not feeling obligated, like, ugh, I don't want to go to the dining hall tonight. Like, I know I'm not going to be stepping on anyone's toes if I say I'm not going.
Right. Because there was a lot of, like...
we had that last semester.
There was a lot of that.
It was, like...
Walking on eggshells. Walking on eggshells.
Because I was so scared I was going to hurt someone else's feelings. I'm like, that's not how a friendship should be. That's not how any relationship with anyone should be. You should definitely be able to, like, be your true self. And, like, 100%. I definitely felt like they're, like... It was so funny because it, like, mostly, like, blew up around my birthday. And so, like, for my birthday, it was just, like... this is really fun time. So it's like, whoop, whoop. And we, like, went on, like, a trip for my birthday.
Yeah.
And they all surprised me with a trip to see Madison Beer, which was, like, really sweet, really nice. But, like, definitely, I can say we all really didn't have fun.
No. The trip itself, like, it's, like, the idea, like, oh, like, we're going to Chicago, going to Madison Beer, really great.
Which is my first time in Chicago.
Yes. Like, it was, like, perfect on paper. But then, like, as it happened, like...
we just were like, okay.
And there was just, like, a lot of happening. Like, even me and Cam were, like, arguing, too.
Well,
like,
we argued, like, the week before.
No, we argued on the day of the Madison Beer concert. Like, we had, like, a little, like...
we did.
Yeah, like, a little... like, it was just a lot
because,
happening.
Okay, it's all my fault, pretty much, because... And I'm just going to take responsibility, because of the 4 of us that went, 3 people were go with the flow. I am not.
Yeah.
Once we set, like, a schedule, I need to have a schedule.
Yeah.
So, like, it was, like, me just, like, being, like...
well, it's not really your fault.
No, because I definitely, like, one of my, like, things was, like, before we went, I was, like, okay, I'm gonna, like, I know that, like, these 3 are more, like, go with the flow. Like, they're okay if, like, plans change last minute. So, like, I'm gonna, like, try to make an effort. I didn't. I was literally a brat. And I don't know if it was just because it was my birthday, like, I figured, like, oh, like, maybe, like, not to be, like, selfish, it was just, like, okay, like, maybe, like, the day should be about me, but then, like, just a lot of other stuff was going on in all of our lives at the time,
like, a lot.
So then, it was just, like, okay, it didn't really even, like, feel like we were there for my birthday, it just felt like we were there just, like, on a trip that, like, really nobody wanted to go on anymore, because they had planned this, like, what, back in, like, September,
and her birthday is November.
So, like, they had, like, had this plan for 2 months. We already had, like, a big falling out in the middle. Yeah. And, like, they'd already paid for everything. So, like, we were going to go no matter what.
Yeah.
Because it was just, like, kind of expensive.
Yeah.
And so it was just, like...
like, one of those experiences, like, you live and you learn. Like, literally, that's why they say, like, travel, like, tests your friendship. But yeah, definitely, like, and when you get to college, like, if you're not in college already, because I know a lot of my listeners are seniors in high school, literally take trips with your friends. Like, seriously, that will show their true colors. Like, not, and I don't mean, like, sleep over in their dorm or anything. No.
Because that does nothing.
Literally drive somewhere get a hotel. Yeah, if you can, obviously, get a hotel or Airbnb, sleep over, and see what their character is like when they're not in a certain environment, because it will literally shock you. Like, it's crazy. Like, seriously. So at this point in the semester, like, friend group.
This is the week before Thanksgiving break. We'll just start there.
Okay, so friend group already rocky. Like,
because, like, if you talk to each person individually, everyone will agree we work better not as a group.
Yeah. But yet, somehow, we were still...
like, trying to force things.
Do you guys want to all, like, go out to dinner together? One last hurrah before Thanksgiving break, which we literally did.
And that was good.
Yeah.
Literally, it was so good. But I think it's because we were sitting in trios at the table. My second roommate... We never even got to that, but it's okay. It's not really important.
You know what? Well, that's a whole nother podcast episode.
Yeah, because we just won't even talk about that, because I hate that girl.
Yeah.
Not my second roommate, my first roommate.
Her second roommate, her now roommate, Allie, was there. Love her so much.
It seems like everyone else really likes her, too.
Yeah.
Like, she, like, really... Her personality goes along, I think, with ours so well.
Yeah. And, like, so, at the table, we went to Texas Roadhouse. We were all literally sitting in cliques. Which is, I think...
Allie was, like, all the way on the other side.
I felt bad. But, like, we were all sitting in cliques. And, yeah, the night went fine. But that was really the last thing that we all did as a group. But during Thanksgiving break, the group chat was, like, kind of still, like... People were kind of still Snapchatting. And we come back. The whole Secret Santa thing didn't happen. Pretty much after that whole debacle...
We, like, split. Like, for good.
For good. And then, Christmas break...
Nobody talked at all.
Literally,
like we talked, and like we talked to Jacob. Well, not really her, because she was like so busy with like her cycling and
but
everything.
Like I did not talk to anybody really during break. No one texted in the group chat, and then we come back, still group chat is crickets. So like literally, it's been like a crazy semester, but honestly, I feel like I've learned a lot, and I
definitely wouldn't have changed anything.
Oh, definitely not.
Because I definitely know like now that like. People aren't as they seem, which like I feel like it's like a stupid lesson to like just now be learning, but
I mean, it's like honestly though, there's just some like you, for example, like I feel like
I lived a very sheltered life.
Yeah, and not even that. I feel like you always try to like give people the benefit of the doubt,
Definitely.
like devil's advocate. Whereas with me, I feel like I'm a little bit more observant, and
literally the day I met you, you like. I hate your roommate.
Yeah, like I feel like I see these things. My mom too, especially, is so observant and like can read someone's vibe from the second she meets them. And I feel like I'm like getting that like superpower, because I feel like I've told Cam like I've kind of like warned her about things and stuff like that. And you're definitely getting more observant, which is really good. Like you're realizing these things. But yeah, like you can't let your guard down. Like you really can't let your guard down right away. Like you can't wear your heart on your sleeve, because somebody's gonna take it and like throw it on the ground and then jump up and down on it.
No, definitely.
Which is like sucks to say, but like people are just like that. Like people take advantage of the fact that like they can walk all over you, or that, you know, you can tell them something and they know you won't speak up. Like they literally take advantage of that.
You're literally talking about my first dream.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just saying, like lesson, like if there's any lesson you could take away, is literally keep your guard up. Do not let your guard down until you are 100% comfortable around that person. But yeah, basically college has been great though. I love it. Like
I love this school.
We've been through so much like shit this first semester, but oh my gosh, I literally love it here.
I literally would not change a thing.
Absolutely not. And I feel like I don't care that I literally have how many friends do I have? Like 2? Maybe 3? Yeah. So I have 3 friends and a boyfriend, which I take any day.
Can we also just talk about how like
any day over?
Can we just talk about how like you like literally walked in here saying I'm not getting a boyfriend? Literally met someone the first day of classes, and they like clicked. They didn't like date obviously right away, but
yeah,
definitely like when she was like, yeah, like this cute boy sat next to me in sociology. I was like, okay,
I did
here
not
we go.
say
yes, you
that.
did. You literally
I
said that.
I did not say cute boy.
Yes,
I didn't even know what he looked like. Yeah, he wears a hat and a mask.
No, because you did. You go, yeah, like this boy sat next to me. He seems really, really nice, and he was kind of cute, but I couldn't really see all of his face. That's exactly what you told me. So, guys, she was smitten.
Alright, guys, so that about wraps up today's episode. Take a sip. she was a little lengthy this time around, but that's just because we talk so much. Like, I literally was telling her how, like, it's going to feel like 10 minutes, even though it's been way longer. But
the clock's been ticking right there, so I know how long it's been. It's been about 45 minutes, folks.
But I'm going to cut it down to cut out the less important stuff, so don't fret. But we definitely will be doing a part 2 to this because we have so many more stories. Like it's so crazy. Many more. We could sit here and talk for hours. But
we're not going to.
Yeah.
But we could.
We could. So just stay tuned for that. That'll be coming at you within the next couple months. I'm not making any promises anymore.
Because literally this like me coming on here was supposed to happen like
in like what, August, September. So I'm not making any promises, but
also we need to work on that. We gotta stop talking at the same time.
Guys, it'll be before the end of the year. School year.
Maybe. Maybe. It might be August of next year. Like 2024.
Like in our new place.
Yeah, a new background.
Yes. But anyways, regardless, we'll see you guys soon. But thanks for watching this episode. Take a sip. Thanks to Cam for popping out for an episode. And we'll see you guys super soon. Bye guys. Don't forget to keep on sipping.
You did not just say that.
That's my catchphrase. Bye guys.